Spirit Sisters. I'm Alex, this is Emma,
Hey.
and this is Sarah.
Hey.
And we're here at the Old Convent in Burrell, Victoria. We just wanted to do a quick video to introduce ourselves to you. So we thought we'd start with talking about how we got into the paranormal hobby, I guess. So we'll start with you, Em.
Yeah. So always had an interest in the paranormal. I would bring home books from the primary school library. I don't know how there was books on the paranormal in a library in a primary school, but I'm not going to question it because it really got me into it. I was always sort of delving into witchy things and whatnot. Took a bit of a break, and now that I am a bit older, I've dived back into it again. Went on a couple of investigations with some other content creators, and here we are doing our own, which is very exciting. How about you, Alex?
So I've always loved, again, paranormal experiences and things like that. I grew up watching Ghost Hunters with our mum.
Yep.
We used to binge watch it all the time. And we used to love watching all the old horror movies and things like that. And growing up in our childhood home, which we had a lot of experiences in, really solidified our interest in it as well. I think about the same for you, yes, sir?
Yeah, watching Ghost Hunters with Mum and Alex, but also sharing a room with Alex for over a year because she's the one that kind of sees everything, and me waking up the next morning going, oh, you had someone stroking your head last night we were sleeping, and I was like, oh, okay, great. So, and growing up liking horror and paranormal movies as I got a little bit older and was actually able to watch them without peeing my pants.
So we're going to start talking about our most memorable experience that we've had. I think my most memorable one, the one that sticks out the most to me, was when I was at Arrowdale Asylum in Victoria. I went with my friend and we were in, I think, the women's ward, and we were in one of the rooms, and I just felt the most strong tug on the back of my head of my hair, and I just turned to my friend and I was like, ah! And then she was like, what's going on? And I was like, oh, someone just pulled my hair. And as we were walking out of the room, she just turned and went, she's like, someone just turned up my head. It was like someone was just telling us they were there. It was really crazy to feel something so strong as well. So what about you, Em?
Mine was also at Arrowdale, funny enough. We went with a group of friends and we got chatting to a little girl in the women's ward as well. And they had this like light up globe that you had to touch to set off. And that was going off constantly. EMF readers and everything like that was going off. So we brought out the spirit box to try and figure out who this person was and get her name and everything like that. At that point, we were very new to investigating and we weren't very good listening to the spirit box, and you could kind of tell the energy kind of shifted, and you could tell that she was getting frustrated with us because she was trying to tell us her name, but we couldn't understand what was going on in the spirit box. So we're like, oh, we'll take it back. Like, do you want us to take away the spirit box? And so our friends got up to go take the spirit box back to the guide. And at this point, like, all the equipment had been going off basically constantly the entire time we were in this little circle chatting to this girl. And he got up, walked back to the guide to go and give the spirit box back to them so someone else could use it. And as soon as he walked out of the room, all of the equipment went dead. Like, nothing was going off. EMF readers weren't going off. The globe stopped. He then walks back in like a minute or so later. He had this like look on his face. All of the equipment starts back up again. And we're like, are you okay? And he's like, someone was holding my hand. So this little girl who we've been talking to had walked him back through the ward to the guide and walked him back again to kind of like keep him safe. So it was a really wholesome Arrowdale experience, which is really nice, considering the place that it is. So yeah, that was mine. What about yours, Sarah?
So we actually grew up in a haunted house, and my first visual experience was me waking up to a lady dressed in all black standing at the end of my bed, and me waking up absolutely terrified, running into Emma's room. But as I was running into Emma's room, she was also in the room opposite Emma's room, causing me to freak out even more and run into Emma's room without being able to say a single word to explain what had happened, me just screaming in Emma's face. That was mine.
It's a great way to wake up. Fantastic. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
So with our most favourite location we've ever visited, I would say The one that I've had the most physical experiences was Bishop's Manor. It was just so crazy hearing the amount of footsteps, knocks, and just the amount of interactions we got. I think also because we were the first investigation that we did it as a private group as well, which was really good. We had a very smaller group, and it was a lot more tailored, and we were able to hear a lot more and had a lot more personal experiences, which was really cool. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah. I love Bishops. Bishops is amazing, and we've made some really good spirit friends now with Michael and Liz following us around now, which is really, really cool. Added to our little posse. They keep us safe. But I think the convent, the last time I was here, just sitting in the dormitories with the girls, we were singing to the girls that were up there, and they were laughing at us through the spirit box. We don't claim to be very good singers, but yeah, just having that little reaction coming through with us, just like mucking around with them and just playing with them it was really wholesome and really nice. So it was probably my favourites. How about you, Sarah?
Mine also had to be Bishop's Manor after one of the, I guess, non-friendly visitors decided that they wanted to take me. After that, I think that was probably the most scariest, but also my favourite because, we got the most action out of it.
All right, so who would be your dream collab for our channel?
I would love to work with Jatune. They are a Twitch streamer. They live stream their paranormal investigations, or Alex LeMay as well. She's absolutely incredible. She's so knowledgeable with everything, builds her own gear and stuff as well, which is nuts. So I think either of those two would be amazing.
Yeah. What about you, Seth?
Mine would definitely be Sam and Colby. They really fit our vibe.
Definitely. And I love Paranormal Quest. I really love them. They just really seem very natural, and they always seem to go into it with a bit more of a scientific viewpoint, I guess. Like whenever they hear unexplained sounds, they try and debunk it, and they try and rule out any other possibility before sort of ruling it as paranormal, which I really like. Yeah, and I really enjoy their videos. Yeah. Cool. All right, so what would be your dream location to go investigate in?
Definitely Arrowdale. So I'm the only sister that hasn't been there, and I've been hearing a lot of stories from it, and I definitely want to be a part of that experience.
What about you, Em?
I'm going to go a little bit overseas and say the Winchester House. I just think the history and like how that house came to be is just really, really interesting. And then obviously the paranormal activity involved with that is amazing too, but just the house itself is really interesting. So
Yeah.
I would have to say probably Port Arthur in Tasmania. I've really wanted to do it for years, basically since I was a kid watching a Ghost Hunters episode of them doing it there. I've just heard so many stories, and I did go down to Tassie a couple of years ago, but because it was during COVID, they weren't running them, and it was heartbreaking. So I'd love to go down and do it. Yeah. All right, Em, what would be your favourite equipment to use in investigation?
I'm going to say the spirit box. We didn't get along very well in my early days of investigating, but we've become besties lately. I've really tapped into it now, which is good. So,
love. And what about you, Seth?
Mine definitely have to be the cat balls. After doing a little investigation at our house, and my late dog was actually playing with them, I've kind of got like a little bonded connection with them.
Love. I would also have to say spirit box. As you said, I think I've gotten a lot more in tune with it, and I find I get the most responses and experiences out of it now. Yeah. Okay, and final question, Sarah, what is your favourite ghosty movie?
Definitely The Conjuring. I'm a big fan of playing hide and clap.
I'm good, thanks.
And what about you, Em?
I'm going to say The Others. I think it's a classic, and just the twist. I'm not going to spoil it, but if you haven't watched it, go and watch it, please. It's unreal. It's really well done.
It very much is an iconic movie. Love it. I would think I'd have to say mine would be Woman in Black. With Daniel Radcliffe. I think that's one of the first movies other than The Conjuring, I think, to really scare the pants off me as a kid. I think I probably watched it a little bit too young. But I loved it, and I still do love it. And just that rocking chair scene when it starts going, that gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I can't stand rocking chairs. I'm good.
All right, everyone. That was our almost 20 questions. Not quite, but we're going to continue our investigation here at the old convent, and we'll catch you guys later.
Bye. Put your answers in the comments below. I want to know your favourite ghosty movie, and what's your favourite piece of equipment as well? Let us know.
Hit that like and subscribe, and we'll catch you later.